Hello and welcome. This is Diana and you are watching Holistic Vibes. This is going to be kind of a energy check slash clearing. And we're just going to kind of do a thing and see what comes out. And if you get matching pictures, identify where it comes from. For those of you that like to write stuff out, I would totally write it out. If you don't know how to ground, pause the video, go watch a grounding video. For those of you that know how to ground, cut a new cord in your grounding cord and connect to the earth and put a new grounding cord. So obviously the energy has been really interesting with this Leo moon, and obviously like the veil's thin. The response of people's interesting, like it's just been a really weird 5 days, right? So I was told that we are going to do some clearings. So just do a quick body scan, right? Take a deep breath and allow yourself to kind of feel where you are stuck, where you're feeling energy, where your body just has some aches, some pains, some stagnant energy. Just kind of breathe it in, specifically in the rib cage and the top of the shoulders. And in the heart center, right? There could be a couple of like blasted open heart chakras, if you've been doing some work. So, okay, got it. So what do we need to surrender? That's way too many. Surrender the wisdom of your body. Who's been trying to impede that? So, you know, I just want to kind of touch on, right? Okay, yeah, got it. They want him to go there. What else? Okay. So, that was weird. Ground the energy. I need for you to ground your energy and pull in white light. Are you grieving over somebody? Over a situation that didn't go the way it was supposed to? Are you getting what you give? Or is somebody you know getting what they give? Something went back to somebody. Okay, so if this is a cross-watcher watching and you did something to put this person in sorrow or impediment, you should probably click off, because as I continue my reading, it's going to get even heavier on your end. So this is just a PSA. I read for truth, justice, and light. And so anyone attempting to hurt or harm another person for their own advancement, because this isn't soul evolution, this is de-evolution, is what this person is getting hit with, right? And your perseverance is literally going to start affecting your wisdom, just a FYI. So on that note, anyway, on the high vibe, so tapping into your body, it could quite have possibly felt like you could not trust your body, that your body was not discerning positive information, like your information was essentially being scrambled, which could have thrown you into heights of like depression or waves of emotion, or like this uncertainty of what's unfolding, right? And it's directly connected to your solar plex. So just identify that, and that area in the back of your skull, right, kind of where it dips, just put your finger on it and say, I identify the connection and I release you. You need to get out of my space. Go back to the sender. You are not welcome. Take a deep breath in and fully release that energy out of the crown. Yeah, somebody was trying to intimidate you by invading your space. And honestly, it kind of pisses me off. Like, I'm not even going to try to, like, pretend like I'm not a little, like, irritated. But the thing is you needed them to get you to where you needed to evolve to, right? You had to get out of the judging, and if there was any addiction or any like connection to the things that are outside of you, right? It needed to put you back into you. It was just kind of the elongated, fucked up way to go about doing it, right? Obviously that person signed up for the play, as an actor, because when we don't have bodies, like we all take a role in each other's evolvement, right? We all play different facets of that play, and sometimes the play stays the same, but the individuals change, and what you once thought in one timeline is completely a different outcome in a current reality, right? Because the players, it's like changing the channel, and now the play is the same, but it's yeah, I'm not going to get into it like too extensively. Like, it is what it is. It's just, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. Carry on. So you need to get on the side of like softness, right? Like, the thing is like Leo is a very masculine energy, right? But for some reason there was some kind of a gateway that allowed a masculine to step into his rightful place. And so now it's allowing your energy to now step back, right? The feminine energy no longer needs to ride in masculine energy. It's kind of like your king has stepped to your side, right? And so you may very well feel a vibration or a shadow or like an orb on your left side as you walk, as you're like in environments, as you're like out and about. Like, it could literally feel like you have like this pillar on the side of you. And in all honesty, like that, like you could have woken up in a very different vibration this morning, right? Or as the moon has kind of been unpeeling itself. Like, you could have been like, I don't know what changed, but something definitely changed, right? And through patience, through clarity, through understanding, these things will start to add more clarity and understanding of why you went through what you went through, right? Like, you're going to start recanting the situations or the loops or what people told you, or how lower energies were trying to keep you stuck, right? Like, you, as you gain more clarity with this next upgrade, you're literally going to start shifting your understanding of the why you went through what you went through, right? Got it. Yeah. No. Which ones? There's more clarity that's needed. Clarity. Oh, got it. For those. Okay. 3. Awesome. And one more. Oh, this is connected to this. Got it. So you are, yes, whoever like was like not cool with your energy, right? Like this could be an ex, it could be somebody, yeah, whatever. Okay, I want you to breathe, and I want you to think of all of the shitty exes that you've ever dated, right? Every single person that was self-centered, that, like, you gave your love unconditionally. And I want you to think of the gamut of emotions, right? Where you had to deal with people that were holding things back from you, where you felt like you were going freaking nuts, where, your gifts were absolutely impeded, right? Where you had that ache or that sharp pain in the back of your neck. Where you were lonely, where you were roadblocked, right? Where you tried everything and nothing worked. You felt like you were in molasses. Where you felt like somebody was feeding on your energy, right? Where you felt like somebody was like taking your ideas. Where you were in a karmic loop and it wasn't even your loop, right? Those narcissists that kept like it's kind of like a fly to shit, right? Or like a mosquito to a light. And essentially, like, whoever this was, this person who's going to come in and try to offer something. Say they've had an inspiration, they've had a breakthrough. It's literally because they have no passion, right? So, Ipos, Marax, Ronvo, and Valak, wherever those energies are in the body, you're being required to exit. So please come up to the crown. Standard clearing. Fully disconnecting. Take a deep breath in, and I want you to focus on your third eye, because your third eye has been impeded and blocked, and there's layers and layers and layers on it. And just take a deep breath and allow yourself to understand like all of this was so that you get on a higher timeline. Like, in the end, you will be the one... Shoot. Like, you're going to be the one holding the decision. It's kind of like that, pick your poison, do unto your enemies as you would do unto yourself, right? So, like, they were throwing and throwing and throwing and throwing. Thinking something would stick, but it was actually sticking to them the entire time. That's why, like, when somebody hurts you, or you do catch somebody feeding on your energy, or you do catch somebody stealing your gifts, or you do see that massive cord that's sitting in the second chakra. Front and back, let's go ahead and detach it. De-arm completely. Take a deep breath. And if you want, you can see who that cord is connected to. They'll show you. It'll just pop up. And I want you to put a blast of central sun and divine light and send it back. And allow yourself to open up your throat chakra. Take a deep breath. Someone was trying to access your gifts in your Akashic record. If there is a record keeper for the individual watching, can we go ahead and start mending the records? Everybody, whenever they're watching it. Thank you. Okay. Bring yourself up to a higher vibration, because that kind of like made you a little bit dense and a little bit heavy, and a little bit stuck in the heart center, right? Which one? So as you're working through this energy, right, as you're starting to like gain your footing, when you get clarity in regards to the who, what, when, where, why, right? The why is big because it kind of sucks. Know that the devotion to you being gentle and not turning into Kali is going to give you the manifestations that you desire. Just know that they're coming. They're here, right? If you've never read Neville Goddard, like, you need to, right? Because what has already happened, the dreams that you've had, the desires that you've had, are already in the matrix, right? They're already in your vortex. And so, like, the reason why you're having the dream is because you know it's your reality, right? And it's going to come into pass, and just continue to release in love and identify, okay, my body is tight. Oh, I have knee pressure. I know last week I had no issues with my knee. This doesn't belong to me. I send it light, but it needs to get out of my field. It is no longer allowed in my space, right? And you literally like breathe life into that knee, and you push the energy out of the body, and you say, it is with love, but you have to go. It is time for you to carry on. And you allow it to be in a big white bubble, and you call in Archangel Michael, and you allow that energy to leave. It's with light, but it has no business being associated or attached to you as you move forward. Is there anything else? Did I hit everything? There's a... Which one? I just said a love. Okay. Just one. That would be great. Beautiful. Thank you. So, tolerance. You appreciate others' point of view because you sense the love in everyone. You can tolerate it, but it doesn't mean just because you have to tolerate it that you have to agree with it, or that you have to take that on as your own. The fact of the matter is what's done is done. And solar plex. Somebody's trying to mess with your chart. But something's going to bite them in the ass, like, really, like, soon. If it hasn't already, right? So, let's go ahead and put up a hedge of protection. Pick a flower, put it in the hedge. And it's in bud form. If it opens up all the way, then you know somebody's been trying to impede your energy, right? When they're full, you have to explode them out. You can give them to the universe. You can give them to your constellation. You can give them to Venus, and she'll transmute the energy. Your biggest thing is like figuring out like where the blocks are, and if it's somebody's like pushing that energy onto you, or if you are like absorbing it in, right, unknowingly. Are you putting your armor on? Are you putting your, like, armor of God is like a necessity every single morning, right? Because, like I say, you can, whatever religion you want to, like, follow, not follow, that's entirely okay. But the fact of the matter is we are energetic beings having a human experience. For those of you that think God is religion, like, I guess, go back to square one, right? That's not nice, but it's truth. God is energy. And when you put the armor of God on, like, nothing and no one can penetrate it, period. Like, there is no higher being than God. And until you believe that that armoring of self is truly taking place, right? There's power in the spell that you're putting out there. And it's all about like you building up the resilience instead of like being in a state of like, is it ever going to turn? When is the sun going to come out? When is life going to turn around? Like life turns around right now, right? And like, and the thing is like, that's what you've been unpacking. That's what you've been unpeeling. And like, they're saying like your devotion is going to bring manifestation. Like, so keep on the high flying disc, and every time you get knocked off, identify why you got knocked off, what got triggered, and don't allow this to impede like the what's unfolding next, because it has nothing to do with anything. It was entirely a catalyst for your rebirthing process. So I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully something resonated with you. If it did, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And as always, this is an exercise. Hopefully you feel lighter. This is a combination of us working together, identifying old pictures, and fully releasing them out of your field, right? Energetically, physically, astrally. We kind of hit all the points here. Pick a color on the board that looks pretty to you, and I want you to pull that color to you and fill up any of those rips and tears that are in the aura that have been exposed, and you know, go through and write out your stuff, write out your list, and finish your releasing, because we're still in new moon or full moon energy. I'm going to leave that there. Hopefully something resonated, and be well. Ciao.